Hello everyone, it's Helen Griffin here and welcome to day 6 of my 12 days of Christmas. So today I have a really easy project. We're going to be making these today. They look quite complicated but they really are really easy. You don't need a whole array of tools, it's just basically paper folding. So I will have the measurements for all of these stars on my website. I'm going to be showing you how to make this size. This is from a 6x6 piece of paper for each star. So this one's from 3x3 and this one is made from 12x12. So yeah, as I said, all the measurements for all of these stars will be on my website and the link will be down below. And the papers I've used are from one of my favourite paper collections this Christmas. And I've used it a few times already. So this is Little Red Robin from Dovecraft. And the link for this will be down below. And at Crafts Dash, all the Christmas papers have 30% off. So now is definitely the time to stock up. Okay, so let's start off with clearing the decks first. So you're going to start off with 2 6x6s. So I have one that I've already made. I've made half of my star, so I'll be showing you how to make the other half. So it's really easy. So we're simply just going to fold this in half, fold it in half the other way. Now use a bone folder for this. And then we're going to fold diagonally, again both ways. I'm doing this quickly, but try to be as accurate as you can with your folding. There we go, so we should have all of these lines diagonally and across. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a ruler and a pencil. This is about as technical as it's going to get. And find your line here, so it's on the straight side. So we're going to make a line at 1 1/4. Lift that up so you can see what I've done, just on the line there. Okay, so I'm using the Tim Holtz ruler. I love this ruler. It's like a miniature quilting ruler for paper crafting. I mean, I have used quilting rulers for my paper crafting before, but this one is just perfect. So now I have my 4 lines. We're going to snip into those 4 lines straight up to the end of the pencil mark. You can just put a dot there as well, but I've found that if you're using double-sided paper, your little dot can get lost and you can lose the line as well with patterned paper. So I just like to do a line. Okay, so now we've snipped up to the line, I'm now going to fold this line here up with the diagonal line. So let me just show you. I'm going to fold it in like that, and I'm going to try and make as much of a point at the end as possible. It's almost like we're making a paper aeroplane. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Just trying to match everything up. Okay, so do the same on all of the other sides as well. Okay, so your star should look like this now. So I folded everything in. Okay, and this is where you need to make a decision. Are you going to have your star as an ornament to put on a plate or just to put on a shelf, have standing up, sitting up nicely, or are you going to have it hanging up? So this is the point where you would have to put a hole in it. So I'm going to grab my hole punch, which is the Crop-A-Dile, and I'm going to use the smaller one. So what we do is we grab our point and then we fold it flat, and then just here we are going to add our hole. Go. So it'll be really difficult for us to put the hole in after we've put it together. So it's made 2 holes here, so it can be threaded through and then strung up. So now what we need to do is add some glue. So fast drying glue would be perfect for this. So Tombow, I'm using Cosmic Shimmer, that does dry pretty fast. PVA glue, you might be there for a little while trying to keep it closed. So I'm just going to add it to one of the triangles that that flaps over. So I'm going to fold this over here, and it's made it 3D, and this end here has gone right to the edge. And then press that down, and there we have our first point made. So now do the rest on the others. These stars come together super fast once you kind of get into it. So if you're making a whole bunch of these, I'd do all your paper cutting first, all your paper folding first, then move on to your snipping, putting in your lines and snipping, and then your folding. Just a massive factory assembly line. It's the fastest way to get any sort of mass project done. So here's the last one. Okay, so I have my other star here. So if we were to actually pop these two together, this is quite flat and it does go in, and it wants to kind of curve and go in the middle, so it's really hard for us to actually get these joined together and glued unless we're using a glue gun or use glue dots and things like that. So the easiest thing that I found was to put your finger in here and round it off to push it out a little bit, just like that, on all of them. And what this is going to do, it's going to help us get our stars glued together really well, so all of the surfaces are touching. Otherwise we'd be adding glue right to the edges there. So that's a tiny little trick that's going to get your star together really well. So I'm going to add glue to all of those curves we've just made. And now all we simply have to do is line them up. Just double check that everything is lined up how you want it. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to press them together. And I do have some glue that's visible, but that's going to clear dry because I'm using Cosmic Shimmer. It's going to dry completely clear, and it's not going to be sticky or anything. It's just not going to look like there's any glue there at all. So that's our star. I'm quite confident that that's adhering together quite well. So let's grab all the other stars back in. Love this one. I'm going to hang this one up. I'm going to have a nice display in my window, my kitchen window. There's our other star. And here's our teeny tiny one. I don't think, well, you could try it. You could probably try and make one smaller, but yeah, it might be pretty hard to get everything folded. So you can make these from cardstock, thin paper, double-sided paper. If you're using paper with a coating on, I'll give you an example. I've had some good results with first edition paper with treatments on. I need to find one like the glitter treatments. Here we go. I've had quite good results with first edition with folding, but sometimes with other brands, when you're folding things with treatments on, it can crack. So just be wary of anything like that. So if you want to add sparkles, try and add sparkles and foiling after you've done all your folding. So that's a quick little tip there. Right, so if you like this project, please do give me a thumbs up. So this is day 6. Day 7 will be along shortly. So yeah, we're pretty much halfway through the 12 days of Christmas. So there is a playlist for the rest of the series that's already been on my YouTube channel. So that's in the playlist section. And if you are new to me, I do have other Christmas series as well that you can watch. So I think this is my 3rd one. So that there's plenty more series in the past that you can catch up on. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe in the corner there because there's still plenty more Christmas videos to come, and I'll see you next time.